All right, we are thrilled to be joined by U18 gold medalist, top NHL draft prospect, USNDTV legend. I think at this point, I'll say it. Whatever. Will Smith, how you doing, man?
Good. Thanks for having me.
Uh, we're hoping that you can take a break here because it's been busy and it's going to keep being busy. So I'm hoping you're off to getting some beach time or something here for the next couple of weeks. Is that what's going on? I hope so.
Uh, a couple of the boys from the team are going to Punta Cana tomorrow, so we get
Perfect.
a 3-day trip there, and then we'll come home.
Love it. That's good news. Has the medal gone on any trips yet? Have you brought the gold medal in it anywhere fun since you won it last week?
I mean, we went to the Detroit Tigers game. We got to go on the field there, which is pretty cool. So
Sweet.
that and probably just not taking it off the whole ride home.
Love it.
I saw that when I was at that game. How did Schultz just get the first pitch by deference of being captain, or was it the hometown thing?
I think it was because he's the captain. Yeah.
Fair
Didn't like you
enough.
you couldn't like played rock paper scissors or something for it. Like stake your claim,
I,
dude.
I guess so.
So it
Next
had been a
time.
while for you guys to have won this tournament. For I think 17 was the last one. I mean, what was the anticipation like for that, and what did it mean to you guys to be the team that rights the ship and gets the gold again?
Yeah, I think it's pretty special. I mean, we have all the pictures up in our hallway in the locker room, so um, we know when the last year of when the U.S. has won, and um, I mean, last year there was a little bit of disappointment going and losing that last game with such a good team, but yeah, it was pretty special that we got the U.S. back on top.
Start of the final, I mean, it was a tight game most of the way, and you go into the third with a deficit. What clicked after two periods for you guys? What was that locker room like after two periods?
Yeah, to be honest, it was pretty chill in there. I think some teams would be pretty stressed out. I think we kind of just looked at it like it was our last 20 minutes together from
Hmm.
our 2 years, and coach came in and gave a pretty good speech, and we went out there and we were firing at all cylinders.
So for you guys, I mean, the your line with Ryan and with Gabe, it's Sean alluded to it. It's going to go down as one of, if not the best, so far in the history of the program. I'm wondering, like, from your perspective, what has made it so successful for you guys? What works between the three of you beyond being good players? You're all great players, obviously.
Yeah, honestly, I think it's the off-ice chemistry we have. We're all going to BC. I think everyone knows that,
Mm-hmm.
and um, we're such good buddies that we're always together off the ice. So I honestly think that that helps us with the chemistry on the ice.
When did the BC discussion start? Is that something you guys have been talking about for years? Like when did it actually crystallize? Because the fact that that's certainly the plan right now is for you guys to all end up there together. That's cool, and that's something we don't see that often. So when did that process start?
Yeah, I think coming into this year was probably where that picked up. I mean, I committed last year, and then Gabe was still kind of undecided most of this year, and then um, as we started playing better and better together, like the recruiting kind of picked up, and we were like, why not? Why not come over? So he finally made his decision, and he was the right one.
He's the guy that it seems like more and more people have taken notice of over the last month or two, and just everything that he brings to your line. Like, how do you break down his game? What makes him a unique prospect?
Yeah, I mean, everyone sees his the moves he can pull off, and he's so smart though. I think he can find anyone anywhere at any time. So I think um, it'll look like he's in a bad decision or a bad situation where he's got nothing really out there, and then he'll make a quick move, and all of a sudden we got a 2-on-1. So um, yeah, he's a really special player.
One of the best parts about talking to guys in your position, especially coming out of the program, is you know we see the strides you guys make there. We see how you improve just year over year. Is there a guy in the group who you think maybe is flying a little bit under the radar, or someone who's really who when you look back at where he was a year or two ago, you're like, okay, like this, he's leveled up here. Is there anybody that sticks out for you?
Yeah, I think Z Bouillon on our back, and he's just his game's just gotten better and better as the 2 years went on, and he ran our power play all year this year and did an awesome job with that. And like I said, he just got better and better as the year went on.
What about Danny Nelson, the guy who I think he might have been the player of the game in the gold medal game, a guy coming out of the high school ranks, and I think he used to play D, right? Like he kind of just jumped up to forward.
Yeah, he got us going in that gold medal game when we needed an energy shift, and that line went out there and he got that tipping goal from Zeev. So I think he had a different situation from all of us where like you said, he was in the high school route and then he joined us after a year and he was awesome all year.
How does a guy like that work in? Like you guys have all this chemistry you've been building up, and he comes in from outside, and how does that process go?
Yeah, I mean, it's a little weird having someone come in after a year, but I mean, he gelled in perfect, especially off the ice. He's an unreal guy. I mean, he blended perfectly in the room, and he fit right into the lineup.
So you broke Auston Matthews' points record with the program. When was that something that you realized was a possibility? Like, was it on your mind from? I mean, maybe not from the jump, or like, was it something you built towards? Did it sneak up on you? Like, when did you start really becoming aware? Like, this is something that could happen. This is something that I could pull off.
Yeah, I think as we got to the end of the year, around the 45 game mark, it was probably when that talk started to get going around the locker room, and I mean, we weren't worried about it. It was kind of, if it happens, it happens. But it was pretty cool. It got to happen at Worlds, and I mean, we all love watching them too. So it's pretty cool.
Did you hear from anybody after you broke it? Anyone pop up on your phone that you weren't expecting?
Not that I can remember actually, because I mean, the time change was crazy and everything like that. But just probably family mostly.
You guys get pretty well traveled over those 2 years. What's the best city you've gotten to see abroad?
I'll have to go with Basel, where we were for World. So I think we saved the best trip for last, and that was a great time. We got to.
It's not a bad place to be in general, let alone when you're winning gold medals, huh?
Yeah, it was sweet.
So you get the downtime here. Hopefully get some good time in Punta Cana. When does the real prep for like the combine and the beast that is, you know, the draft process really start for you?
Yeah, I think probably the start of this month is kind of where everything starts picking up. Like you said, the combine's coming up, and then the draft. So I think right when we get back, we're going to work, and it's like we're in season again. So yeah, it's gonna be a fun summer.
I'm sure you know the volume of interviews that await you when you get to Buffalo and beyond. The question you're going to get a million times. I don't know. I'm probably not even the first one to ask it to you, but I'll give you one of the early ones. What's the team that drafts you getting as a player?
Yeah, I think I take pride in making guys around me want to play with me. So I think I take pride in making the right play, but I can also be a scorer. So my hockey IQ and deception is kind of where I try to differentiate myself out there with my line mates.
You got a player or two who you model after, or who you hope you resemble, or anything like that?
Yeah, I try to watch Jack Hughes a lot. He also played at the program, which I think everyone knows that, and I mean, he's been unreal this year. So getting to watch the Devils play has been nice.
Have you seen Jack add anything to his game in particular over the last couple of years? Because he leveled up this year. We saw the goal score, like he's up over 40 goals. We saw, you know, a production kind of explosion from him. Like how do you, as someone who's watched him, you know, the last couple of years, like do you feel like he's gotten better at anything in particular over the last couple of years?
I mean, like you said, the goal scoring, his production skyrocketed this year, and I think that's something that I tried to work on too, is you know, knowing when you have that shot to take it, and yeah, I think his goal scoring.
That's great.
Awesome. Well, that's everything I got. I really appreciate you coming on here with us on a weekend, and make sure you enjoy Punta Cana for us. We'll be up here. So
yeah, I'm jealous of you, buddy. Have fun.
Well, thank you for having me.